welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you again for the love and support on yesterday's video. Great reception from all of you, and hopefully you took away some key information from that one. That being said, I want to cover some more Hedera related news today, and this is going to primarily revolve around Hsuite, as we've just seen a teaser trailer from their platform. It looks like it's packed full of features, and they are seriously gearing up for a launch. Hopefully we will be seeing the dexes drop within the next couple of weeks, and that would ring true to what I'd been telling you guys in previous videos from earlier months in the year, saying that May was when we were looking to see stuff go live. Now, first things first, let's do a bit of a macro overview of the markets. And unfortunately, it's a continuation of the story from yesterday. Majority of the markets are still bleeding out, naturally because of those interest rate hikes, primarily due to inflationary, or they were inflationary driven interest rate hikes. I'm continuing to buy a lot of these projects, and at the moment, there are some fantastic opportunities within the market. Hbar being one of them. We can see Crow here down 9.9%. It's another coin that I'm fairly fond of. Near Protocol, I covered on the channel a long time ago. Sort of a decent buy as well as a layer one solution. 15% down on the day, 33% down on the month. A lot of these other projects as well have got massive drawdowns from their all-time highs. Thorchain, Rune, fantastic cryptocurrency project, which doesn't really have any other competitors natively within the space. Down 12.6% on the daily position, 41% on the month. Engine as well, 12.3% down on the day. Atom down here, so the Cosmos, 12%. Link, another fantastic one that I've been buying recently because it is nowhere near fair value at 80% down on the year, 11% down on the day. Hbar's fallen another 12% on top of that. We've got Ripple down at 6%. There's red absolutely everywhere. Bitcoin down 10%. Ethereum falling as well. This is a fantastic opportunity to build those positions, those long-term positions in cryptocurrency projects that you believe in for the future. I wouldn't be buying meme projects or non-blue chip projects, particularly when you've got effectively fire sales like this. And this is why it's important to have some dry powder on the side, as well as have conviction for your purchases. What I mean by that is if you've bought into a position that you didn't truly believe in, seeing a 10, 15, 20% drawdown over the span of 48 hours is probably going to spook you quite heavily and lead you to sell at a massive loss. If you bought with conviction, then a 15 to 20% drop in the price over the short term, that short-term volatility means almost nothing over a longer time frame, and you'll be able to effectively weather the storm. I am following what I have said many times on this channel. I buy in the red, I sell in the green. I keep it simple, I keep it that way, and that helps keep those emotions in check when you do see markets like this. That being said, I do think this is transitory and everything will return back to some form of bullish momentum over the near term, maybe the next couple of weeks. The Bitcoin charts, unfortunately, still aren't looking fantastic, and this may continue to play out for the coming days. As I've said before, again, these markets are heavily correlated with equities, and equities are doing the exact same thing. It doesn't matter what crypto project you look at, some are down bigger than others. Look at some of the top 50 companies in the United States by market cap, and you will see a similar trend. A lot of those share prices have also fallen 10, 15, 20, 30, 40% in some cases for, multi-billion dollar companies. So this is a market-wide, not just segment-wide, a complete market-wide reversal at the moment, and that is what is happening. So hopefully that helps ease some of your fears over the current markets at the moment. That being said, Bitcoin dips. This was from yesterday now. Realistically, the Bitcoin price dropped close to 10%, the worst daily drop since January. So quite a large pullback there, and some interesting tweets here from the Bitcoin archive as well. Jack Dorsey's block generated 1.73 billion in Bitcoin transactions in Q1 of this year. And unfortunately, yesterday, $165 million of Bitcoin long positions were liquidated, which is the highest amount in months. This is obviously not fantastic for the Bitcoin price or the market overall. If long positions are being liquidated, that clearly shows there is some bearish sentiment within the crypto space at the moment. That being said, a lot of institutional investors that are within the market and very wealthy individuals are probably de-risking due to those interest rate hikes. I presume a lot of retail are probably still in their positions particularly if they're not in profit. That being said, we can see that Terra is making the most of this bad situation at the moment, and they've just purchased another $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. So the general narrative here is that I'm not selling. I'm continuing to hold those positions. And not only that, I'm averaging in. I have a long-term plan. I DCA, or a dollar cost average. For me, that is what works best. You guys need to find what makes you sleep at night comfortably. Make sure you're not investing more than you can afford to lose. That's a given piece of advice. Of course, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. You guys need to make sure you're doing your own research and you are investing in projects that fit your beliefs and goals. Looking over, let's take a look at this Hbar Suite announcement. I'm going to play the video in a second and talk through what we see on screen. However, it looks really, really interesting. The DEX and Launchpad will be ready to be fully tested by the community using Hashpack app in the testnet mode. There's some more info over on their Discord server, and the Hbar Suite Dapp is coming next week. Like I said, May was the month. Called this from February, March time that we were going to see stuff start going live. Looks like we're going to be seeing it in the middle of May, literally as I called. I'll take credit for that one. That being said, let's actually walk through this video. It's 2 and a bit minutes long. I'm just going to scrub through it. Talks about how stuff works. So technology stack, Nest.js, they're using the Hedera JS SDK, and they're using Docker on top of that to run the applications. Path to decentralization. So similarly to Hedera's path to decentralization, smart nodes will initially be a whitelisted group of HSUITE validators. And then going forward, I believe the threshold was 10 million HSUITE. If you have 10 million HSUITE, you will be eligible in the future to run a smart node. And of course, you will receive a kickback for the transactions that are processed via that smart node. Nodes can also be blacklisted there if they're not very good. So we can see here, they've effectively gone down, scroll down to the bottom, and they've gone to Hashpack. So they are now connecting their Hashpack wallet, which should be very familiar for you guys operating with dApps, into Hashpack, scan or QR code. Here it pops up saying, want to participate or interact with this decentralized application. That's then connected. There's a green pop-up at the bottom saying that your wallet has been connected. Fantastic. You can obviously log out of your wallet and it confirms your wallet address. If I scroll back slightly, they open up the sidebar and you can see the features that they've got at the moment on here. So they've got their exchange, which will also be in beta, a launchpad. They have a token builder that will be coming, multi-signatures feature coming, a DAO, a marketplace, and that will be an NFT marketplace, as well as their smart nodes, which are in beta. So a ton of different features here that HSUITE are intending to roll out over the coming weeks once the platform does go live. As we can see here, talking about their limited DAO, first official limited DAO to be carbon negative, thanks to the Hedera native service. HSUITE holders as well can vote in these proposals. You've obviously got council committees and other things along those lines. The multi-sig feature, which will be coming soon, will be an easy-to-use interface where you can transform a single signature wallet into a multi-sig one by adding public keys of your friends and committees. The app will notify them and ask them to join the multi-sig wallet, the easiest, most user-friendly, transparent way to improve security and distribute roles using the Hedera network. This will be a fantastic feature and one that's going to be great to come along to Hedera. Helps build that ecosystem that we've been talking about. Launchpad as well, the Launchpad feature here. So obviously they've got their 2 native tokens. Like I said to you before, Hbar was effectively sort of it's a meme token, but it was a test of the smart contractless nodes that these guys are running prior to their HSUITE ITO. They wanted to make sure that ITO, or that initial token offering, was successful and smooth, and they ironed out a lot of those early bugs via their Hbar launch. Obviously, I had a video on the channel. Buy now via this, and it obviously checks for a token association first, very important. Similar to any DEX you've seen before, enter your Hbar amount, how much you're going to receive. Transaction pops up inside your Hashpack or other wallet. You can confirm the transaction, approve that, it's going to execute, and then literally within a couple of seconds, you'll see it here. A couple of seconds goes by, there's your Hbar balance before receiving the tokens. Hit refresh, wait for it to refresh, there's your additional Hbar tokens you've just bought. This is one of the key features, obviously, of Hedera. Finality within 3 to 5 seconds. It is going to be an absolute blast using these DEXs when transactions get processed at literally the click of the fingers. The same thing you're going to see here happen with HSUITE, 556 Hbars worth. Approve, virtually nothing in fees. You see it there, 0.00073 Hbar for that. as a transaction fee. Transaction sent successfully. Hbar balance has just decreased. Gonna hit refresh. Bam. There are the tokens. So there you go. There are the tokens. Job done. So early doors at the moment, and we're going to be seeing some additional stuff soon. However, this looks like it's got a ton of features, and obviously the reason you're probably watching this video is to have a quick look at this decentralized exchange. Again, it looks exactly like other dexes we've seen in the past, which is no surprise there. There is the swap going on, so it looks like one Hsuite is worth roughly 250 Hbar. So you will be able to transfer your Hbar to Hsuite once this goes live. This will be one of the first pairings available. So if you guys did pick up some of those Hbar tokens, you can go ahead and exchange those for Hsuite once this dex drops. Absolutely phenomenal news, and something that I've been banging on about for ages, talking about dexes, and it looks like Hsuite are nearly over the line. This is going to seriously kickstart everything on Hedera that we've been looking forward to. That being said, some other fantastic news about marketplaces on Hedera. Hshaxis has finally just deployed their secondary market. You can now mint, buy, sell, and resell NFTs in Hbar. Dear blockchain, meet Hashgraph. Enjoy higher TPS, lower gas fees, and faster transactions with ABFT. That's not it as well. HIP 412 brought standardized metadata to Hedera. If you created a Hedera NFT collection outside of Hshaxis and you would like to be considered for trading on the platform, NFT collections can now request their token IDs to be whitelisted on here. I know one of the first that's requested this is Hashgraph cards. I do have a couple of those NFTs, and it'll be great to see listed. Another thing I just wanted to touch on, I did do a mini PSA or public sort of safety announcement in yesterday's video. I've seen another comment here over on the Hedera subreddit, someone talking about how they've learned a lot. And also Coinman, the H Barbarian, shout out to you, mate, also sent me a DM over on Twitter just talking about token association. Now, he agrees with me that native token association, so associating a blank token, is very benign or fairly benign. There is almost nothing that can go wrong from that. So in relation to that ETT, Energy Trade Token Association, that you guys may or may not have done, that was pretty safe in terms of cryptocurrency operations because of how it interacts with the Hedera token service. Now, the same cannot be said for NFT Token Association. What I am basically saying is be very careful in the future which tokens you associate to your wallet. If you are associating a token, make sure it is reputable and it has no malicious intent. I personally would not be associating random NFT tokens to my wallet, because effectively those NFTs can contain unsigned code which can be run, and there have been several attacks in the past on previous networks that have utilized NFTs as a way effectively to clear out and wipe wallets. So please be very careful and vigilant. I will be doing my utmost, as I mentioned in the previous video, to make sure everything that I cover has some kind of validation behind it. Like I said, I mentioned the ETT token because that type of token association is fairly benign, and hence why I did it. I wouldn't have done it if it was some kind of strange NFT. I think Coinman, the H Barbarian, is also on side with me that we will all be purveyors of the community to ensure that people stay as safe as possible, and we will do our best to make sure that the information that's provided to everyone is accurate to our knowledge. That being said, we'll probably continue to see posts like this, but it is better to stay safe than take unnecessary risks. Rounding off the video, I just wanted to talk about Clxy. This is going live on BITTRUE, so they'll be listing the Clxy token, the Clxy app token, at 12 UTC today. This is fantastic. If you guys want to pick up some of these Clxy tokens, you will obviously need a BITTRUE exchange account. You can set one of those up, purchase some of those Clxy tokens. I'm not sure yet whether they're supported on HTS. I have no idea. I will do some more research on that as the information gets dropped. I hope you enjoyed this video and this first teaser and release date of a DEX on Hedera. This is fantastic news and something that we've all been looking forward to for quite some time. Did enjoy the video, drop a like. Make sure you're subscribed, nearly at 2,000 subscribers now. And over on my Twitter account, make sure you're following me. I did drop another infographic the other day, which has been received quite well. Some nice retweets from the Hbar Foundation, Hedera, and even Christian Hasker liked and mentioned the infographic, which is fantastic to see the reception. Anyway, guys, Until the next one, I'll catch you then. Cheers.